Traveling alone, but not without the help of many a brave citizen, Aegidius had Ricimer bested the second time in a row when he arrived before the soldiers to his family estate. God knows what Ricimer's dogs would have done had he failed to put his people in safety. Back in Italy, Ricimer had effectively brought the reign of his own tyranny. All-powerful that he was, he simply couldn't just sit on the throne himself as a man of barbarian extraction. He desperately needed a replacer for Majorian, and one he could make his own creature this time. In the meantime, his realm was solely maintained by violence, corruption, and terror. It was in that regard that Ricimer revealed his true self. Even though he had managed to climb to the top of Roman society, being processed by it since his very childhood, he had essentially remained a barbarian, for whom nothing was too sacred, for whom nothing was too shameful. Majorian's murder was not so much Ricimer's victory than it was Roman society's defeat. Rome had allowed the eternal, quintessential barbarian, as poorly disguised as he had been, into its very heart. And nobody had seen through the masquerade, not even the best of us all. Not even Majorian. It is my belief that this infamy had happened because Romans had become barbarians themselves. They allowed it. I've seen my share of agonizing soldiers on the battlefields. When a body is so badly mangled that all its will to live is crushed, that mere breathing becomes insufferable, it welcomes death. It asks for it. Rome's old, aching, decaying body had just been granted its own wish.
We have orders to arrest you, General. But my loyalty goes to you, not to the usurper. You have many supporters up north in Avaricum. Our fight against Ricimer's tyranny and his puppet emperor should start there.
There he is! Ricimer will make ourselves kings when we will gift him Aegidius' head.
Ad arma! Tibis regio. Salve. Tibi Servio. Impera. Pugnemus! Eo. Pareo. Ad arma!
Enough! We are led by traitors and incapables. Down with Ricimer! Hail Aegidius!
Eo. Pareo. Recte. Ad pugnam! Pugnemus! Eo. Ad pugnam!
Ave, General! I'm glad you made it to Avaricum in one piece. Since Majorian was murdered, Gaul is once again on the brink of anarchy. Aurelia Norum and Lutetia have already revolted and declared autonomy.
Eo.
Avaricum won't stand for long against Ricimer's troops. We should hurry and reclaim those rebel cities as soon as possible. I'm expecting the worst from Ricimer.
Prontus. Colligo, 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 colligo. Colligo, colligo, colligo.
Salve. Edifico.
Down with the traitors! Aegidius will lead us to victory!
Tibi Serpio. Recte. Eus. Impera.
Colligo. 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 Colligo.
We fear that Ricimer won't uphold the agreement we had with Aetius, and that he will just send the Visigoths against us. If you agree to pay our wages, my riders will stand with you.
Salve.
Colligo.
Impera.
Edifico. Lignor. Edifico. Eo. Edifico. Lignor.
General Paulus has been seriously wounded. See him back safely to the rear at once, so he can recover.
Eus.
Colligo. Salve. Salve. Colligo. Confestim facem.
Prontus. Recte. Eo. Venor. 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 Impera.
Lignor.
Salve. Colligo. Colligo. Lignor. Impera. Colligo. Lignor.
Prontus. Eus. Lignor. Podio.
Salve. Lignor.
Prontus. Podio.
Prontus.
Confestim facem. Venor.
Eus. Venor.
Impera. Eus. Venor. Salve. Venor. 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 Lignor. Eus. Edifico. Impera. Venor. Eus. Prontus. Venor. Venor. Impera.
Salve. Edifico.
General, I have received news that Ricimer have installed his own puppet on the imperial throne, Libius Severus. But this doesn't fool anyone. Emperor Leo from Constantinople refused to recognize this masquerade.
General Paulus has been seriously wounded. See him back safely to the rear at once, so he can recover.
Eus.
Lignor. Podio.
Salve. Prontus.
Salve. Recte.
Egidius,
Lignor.
we Franks are a free
Salve.
and proud people, but we need a leader if we are to
Edifico.
survive. We respect you, and a lot of us fought in your army in the past. Will you accept to be king of the Franks and lead us against our enemies?
We all fight against tyranny.
Impera.
It is with pride that I will lead the Franks into battle and crush our enemies.
Eus.
Lignor. Salve. Fodio.
Prontus. Eus.
Edifico.
So the Franks have
Fodio.
found a new king. A Roman outlaw? Do they really think that this rogue general can stop the mighty Burgundians? Their lands are ours to plunder, and their wives to plow.
Prontus. Salve. Podio. Recte. Edifico.
Lignor. Edifico. Eus.
Podio.
Impera recte.
Prontus. Fodio. Impera.
Edifico. Edifico. Edifico.
Prontus. Edifico. Salve. Edifico. Eus.
Lignor. Eus. Edifico. Prontus. Edifico. Podio. Salve, podio. Lignor. Impera. Salve, Eus.
Podio. Recte. Confestim faciam. Edifico. Edifico. Edifico.
Impera. Salve. Podio. Edifico. Edifico. Podio.
Salve.
Impera. Lignor.
Our finest warriors are at your command. My axe thirsts for blood.
Salve. Eo. Pugnemus!
We trust your cause, Aegidius, and your ability as a commander. Lead us to victory!
Impera.
Salve.
Edifico.
Impera. Ad pugnam! Ad arma! Salve. Prario. Ad pugnam! Ad arma! Pugnemus! Salve. Tibi Servio.
Pronto.
The rebel resistance at Aurelianorum has been crushed, and the city is now under our control.
Egidius, our warriors won't be able to hold on their own much more. You must send us help!
Excellent. With this important Roman city under my authority, I can now seat my power in the region and reorganize the troops. Ah! The wound is deep, but this isn't the end of me yet. Fetch the medicus and bring me wine.
Deus. Salve. Confestim faciam. Edifico.
Pareo.
In nomine Dei, recte.
Salve. Impera. Edifico. Eo. Edifico. 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 Confestim faciam. Edifico. Salve. Edifico. Salve. Recte. Edifico.
Recte.
Salve. Edifico. Impera. Edifico. Eus. Edifico. Prontus. Eus. Salve, edifico. Salve. Edifico, edifico.
Deus.
Edifico. Edifico, edifico. Prontus. Impera, lignor.
Salve. Fodio. Confestim faciam. Fodio.
Prontus. Edifico. Podio.
Eus.
Eus.
现在攻击4号玩家。
Pronto. Refizio. Fodio.
Our finest warriors are at your command. My axe thirsts for blood.
Impera.
Eus.
Fodio. Fodio. Eus. Fodio.
Tibi Servio.
Eo. Prontus. Eus. Edifico. Prontus. Podio.
攻击4号玩家。
Pareo. Eo.
Theodoric, my dear friend, as we agreed, I shall grant you these fine lands and all that you can conquer over this little cockroach of Aegidius. And now get to it.
We are here to claim these lands in the name of Theodoric, king of the Visigoths. I'm afraid that surrendering is not an option. We want our fight.
Recte. Ad pugnam! Pareo.
General Paulus has been seriously wounded. See him back safely to the rear at once, so he can recover.
By God, Ricimer would rather sell the whole empire piece by piece than having to compromise with anyone. I will teach another lesson to his Visigothic lapdogs. They can bark all right. Let's see if they can bite this far up north. Ah! The wound is deep, but this isn't the end of me yet. Fetch the medicus and bring me wine.
The rebellion in Lutetia has been repressed. The city is at your disposal.
Northern Gaul is now under my jurisdiction. And I won't stop until Majorian's death is avenged and Rome liberated from the scum leeching on it.
Salve. Podio.
Salve. Edifico. 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 Colligo.
Tibi Servio. Pugnemus! Salve.
In Tempest in Padiam Recte.
Impera. Prontus. Edifico. Edifico.
攻击4号玩家。
In nomine Dei. Salve. Impera.
Tibi Servio. Eo. Salve. Recte. Tibi Servio. Eo. Impera. Ad pugnam!
Prontus. Edifico. Colligo. Impera. Confestim facem. Edifico. Prontus. Eus. Salve.
Salve. Recte. Pareo.
Prontus.
Our finest warriors are at your command. My axe thirsts for blood.
Impera. Tibi Servio. Pugnemus! Salve. Eo. Pareo.
Eus.
Impera.
Prontus. Eus. Edifico.
Recte.
Prontus. Colligo.
You Burgundians still have your eyes set on Lugdunum, isn't it? Well, here's a trade for you to consider. Annihilate Aegidius and his rogue state for me, and you can have the city for all I care.
攻击4号玩家。
Tibi Servio. Pareo. Salve. Recte. Pareo.
Salve.
Edifico. Salve.
Edifico. Edifico. Lignor.
Impera. Salve. Ad pugnam.
Salve.
Tibi Servio. Pugnemus! Ad pugnam! Salve. Pareo. Tibi Servio. Recte. Impera. Pareo.
Tibis ampest in patiam.
Salve. Ad arma!
攻击6号玩家。现在进攻一个敌人。
Tibi Servio. Impera. Recte. Pugnemus! Tibi Servio. Ad arma! Salve. Pugnemus!
Impera. Edifico. Edifico. Lignor. Salve.
Edifico.
Eus. Edifico. 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 Lignor.
Impera. Lignor. Prontus. Lignor.
Tibi Servio. Ad arma! Salve, Pareo. Impera. Pareo.
General Paulus has been seriously wounded. See him back safely to the rear at once, so he can recover.
Impera.
Edifico.
Ah! The wound is deep, but this isn't the end of me yet. Fetch the medicus and bring me wine.
In nomine Recte.
Tibi Servio. Salve, Pareo. Recte. Ad pugnam! Tibi Servio. Pugnemus! Impero. Salve, Pareo. Impero. Peo.
Eus. Eo.
Salve.
Salve. Confestim facem.
General Paulus has been seriously wounded. See him back safely to the rear at once, so he can recover.
Salve. Edifico.
The wound is deep, but this isn't the end of me yet. Fetch the medicus and bring me wine.
Tibi Servio. Recte. Recte. Pareo. Tibi Servio. Ad arma! Salve, Recte. Pareo. Recte. Pareo. Tibi Servio. Ad pugnam! Ad arma! Salve. Pugnemus! Ad pugnam! Tibi Servio. Ad arma! Impero.
In Tempest Recte.
Tibi Servio. Tibi Servio. Ad pugnam! Impero. Ad arma! Salve, recte. Impera. Tibi Servio. Ad arma!
Compresti paglia.
Salve. Ad arma! Tibi Servio. Recte. Pario. Salve, reo. Impera. Pugnemus! Tibi Ad Servio. pugnam! Pareo. Tibi Servio. Salve, reo. Pario. Tibi Servio. Salve.
Salve. 攻击4号玩家。
Ad arma! Salve, ad pugna! Tibi Servio, recte. Pugnemus!
Compresti paglia. Salve.
Impareo.
finest warriors are at your command. My axe thirsts for blood.
Eo. Tibi Servio.
Ad arma!
Salve. Eo. Tibi Servio. Ad pugnam! Salve. Tibi Servio. Eo. Pugnam! Ad arma! Tibi Servio. Ad arma! Salve. Recte. Pugnam! Ad arma!
Ha! We are nothing but the vanguard of our army. But do not worry. King Theodoric himself is on his way to put you down. With the blessings of the Roman Emperor.
Salve.
General,
Impera.
the troops are all behind you, and you lead the most powerful armies in the West. If you march on Italy now to depose Severus, Ricimer will have nothing to oppose you.
It wasn't an intact bit of Rome that Aegidius and Count Paulus managed to save from the hands of the barbarians in northern Gaul. It was an intact bit of civilization. A safe haven in which not only Romans but also Alans, and now Franks, could find freedom, law, and order. Something worth fighting for, regardless of one's origins. Aegidius's rump state was standing like a rock in the midst of raging waters. Its mere existence was an insufferable insult, a spit in the face to all barbarians, foreigners, or Romans alike. A cold statement that Barbary wasn't to be tolerated anymore. To Ricimer, it was to live every day of his life in terror at the idea of an unstoppable Aegidius at the head of a Gallo-Roman army marching down upon Italy to crucify him. Having sold away without a second thought pieces of the empire, bits by bits, to any faction he had something to wrench out from, Ricimer finally had turned towards Theodoric. Not only did he cede back Hispania and Narbo Martius to the Visigoths, but also did he promise them all the lands north of the Liger River. Helpless after his defeat at Arelate, Ricimer was now relying upon the huge Visigothic army, led by Frederick, brother of King Theodoric, that was marching north towards Aurelianorum, the key of the Liger Valley and the gate of Aegidius's domain.